Before we start tonight's report, could I ask you to just double check if you're still subscribed? I'm still receiving hundreds of messages from you guys telling me you were unsubscribed against your own will. And for those who don't believe me, I challenge you to go read the comments on my last few videos. We need to fight the censorship together. YouTube is suppressing me, unsubscribing you guys because they don't want to see me grow. Let's fight this censorship together. Smash the subscribe button, turn on the bell, and let's start tonight's report. Welcome to your Wednesday report. Tonight's story is going to start with the great dictator Justin Trudeau. After yesterday's historic ruling from Judge Mosley saying that Justin Trudeau broke the law invoking the Emergencies Act using wartime measures essentially on a peaceful protest, Justin Trudeau took the coward's way out and sent his twitching little sidekick to do press conferences for him. Now, Alexa Lavoie tried to ask Justin Trudeau questions as he was leaving the Queen Elizabeth yesterday, and to no surprise, Trudeau took the coward's way out. Watch this.
Mr. Trudeau, the federal court has ruled that the Emergencies Act was unconstitutional. Would you resign or apologize to Canadians for violating their rights?
What a chicken shit. What a coward. Unbelievable.
Of course, Mr. Trudeau is not answering any questions since we are not deemed acceptable media. So he looked at me with a smile. Can you believe that? The federal court has ruled that the Emergencies Act was unconstitutional. So that means that Mr. Trudeau did violating the constitutional rights of Canadians. And Mr. Trudeau is not answering a question regarding that. How many truckers, how many Canadians were beat up by RCMP and police and on an unconstitutional invocation of a law? So you can see Mr. Trudeau is just in this Suburban right there, and is not deemed to answer a question regarding that. Mr. Trudeau!
What a coward.
What do you think, I would jump on the car? Mr. Trudeau, the federal court has ruled that the Emergencies Act was unconstitutional.
Unbelievable.
Would you apologize or resign to Canadians for violating their rights?
No, of course not. He's a dictator. And Alexa Lavoie wasn't done just there, because she found our transport minister in the streets as well and wanted some answers to these questions. And just like Trudeau, he ran like a chicken.
Pablo Rodriguez, do you think that Mr. Trudeau should resign and apologize to Canadians for violating constitutional right of Canadians?
So that was yesterday in Montreal. Now, Justin Trudeau is back in Ottawa, and guess what? Well, would you look at that? Our Prime Minister is back in Ottawa today, and he has no public events scheduled. Sounds to me like Justin Trudeau is hiding, just like he did during the Freedom Convoy. And it's not just Justin Trudeau who's going into hiding, there's more. Well, would you look at this? Canada's former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, David Lametti, has disabled or deactivated his account on X. Sounds to me like someone's feeling a little guilty. For those of you who don't remember David Lametti, he famously traded texts with Marco Mendicino, the Minister of Public Safety, where they were planning on sending tanks to Ottawa to deal with the Freedom Convoy. So it appears that the rats are fleeing the ship. They're disabling their social media accounts. They're going into hiding like Justin Trudeau is right now. But the story actually gets even better. We now have members of the Liberal Party, such as Ken MacDonald, saying that Justin Trudeau should face a leadership review. Ouch. Ken MacDonald is now saying that Liberal Party members should have the opportunity to voice if Trudeau is the right choice going into the next election. Brutal. And he is quoted here saying, "Every leader, every party has a best before date. Our best before date is here." Wow. Now, Ken McDonald famously turned on Justin Trudeau and voted against the carbon tax. Absolutely courageous and completely unexpected. He's quoted here as saying, "I think Atlantic Canada is much the same as the rest of the country. There's almost a hatred out there right now for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau." Okay, there's almost a hatred for Justin Trudeau. Did this guy watch UFC last weekend and see 21,000 people chanting F Trudeau all at once? It's not almost. There's definitely a hatred for Justin Trudeau. But when things are down for Justin and things are looking bad, he can always count on his mainstream media to try and come and save the day. After what was ruled as unconstitutional and, in my opinion, absolutely illegal to break the charter rights of Canadians, the media came out with this headline here, switching it from unconstitutional to unreasonable, trying to give you the impression that Justin Trudeau didn't break the law. We have CBC, we have the Globe and Mail, the Toronto Star, BNN, CBC, City News, all of them in lockstep, one giant liberal hive mind. And look at this on the liberal CBC's website here. They are literally trying to bury this story at the bottom. This is the biggest story of 2024, but look what gets the center here. None other than Donald Trump winning in New Hampshire. What is the bigger story? Trump or Justin Trudeau breaking the law? Now, the woke mainstream media will try to sweep this one under the rug, but I'm never going to forget, especially the time where Chrystia Freeland laughed that she was freezing Canadians' bank accounts.
Confirming that accounts have been frozen, both personal and corporate. Confirming that accounts.
Why is she laughing? What is so funny about freezing bank accounts? These people are psychopaths, straight up. This is a psychopath. Who laughs at this?
Confirming that account.
Why is she? What person laughs? Look at this. What an absolute evil person. Disgusting. Now, after hearing this historic ruling from Judge Mosley, to nobody's surprise, the left are not handling this news very well. Now, on the day of the court ruling, this is what was trending in Canada: Emergencies Act, Freedom Convoy, Federal Court, Tamara Leach, and unreasonable. Now, on the same day where this ruling was trending on Twitter, Trudeau's biggest supporter, Vicky Campbell, came out and tried to get hashtag I stand with Trudeau trending. And guess what? It didn't work. And it wasn't just Vicky Campbell not taking the news well. Other leftists with the no space for hate profile pictures really didn't enjoy the news either. Now, according to this person, Brooke, with a pride flag and a Ukraine flag and a no space for hate profile picture, the sure sign that you're about to read something extremely dumb, came out and tweeted this. So according to the judgment by a far-right judge, if the Emergencies Act was not necessary, we could have a repeat of the convoy and the memorandum of understanding to overtake the government. Right. So they didn't like the ruling now. So now they're calling a liberal judge far right. These people are crazy. Now, the left melting down is a daily occurrence on social media these days, and nothing quite represents their meltdown yesterday like this beautiful memory from the Freedom Convoy in Ottawa. Now, if you could summarize every single unhinged meltdown from leftists and put it in a video form, you would get this.
Freedom improves. Simple as that. Simple as that. Me? You. Join us.
The honking will continue until freedom improves. What an epic quote. And if there was ever a video that could represent how crazy the left has become, that is it. In our next story, Tucker Carlson is in Alberta today for a historic show. And the CBC, our state-funded media, called Tucker Carlson, and this is how the conversation went.
I have no interest whatsoever in Justin Trudeau. I can't imagine a less interesting figure. I mean, he's so uninteresting, he has to dress up in costume to get people's attention. So he's not inherently interesting. He's never said an interesting thing. He's never had an interesting thought. I don't even think his divorce was very interesting, and that says a lot. Typically, even boring people have interesting divorces. He didn't. That guy's wrecking your country, and I know you take a shit ton of money from him, but he is definitely wrecking it. Like,
wow, he called out the CBC for taking the Trudeau dollars. Beautiful.
It's ridiculous. Are you in Ottawa or somewhere else in Canada?
I'm in Ottawa, and I'm heading to Calgary actually tomorrow morning.
So why are you going to Calgary? It's funny, I'm going to Calgary too. Why are you going to be there?
I'm going to see you.
You're literally flying across the frozen wasteland to see me?
That's right.
Now, despite the wacky pronoun people trying to get Tucker Carlson's show canceled, he made it into Canada, and as he landed, he had this message for Canadians.
We have arrived in Canada finally. We're standing on the commanding heights over Edmonton, Canadian Rockies on the one side, Prairie on the other. We came as on D-Day by air, but we came not to subjugate or enslave, but to enlighten and to liberate. We came to bring the fragrance of freedom to the rotting corpse of despotism, and never has a people needed it more, the Canadian people, oppressed by Justin Trudeau, but it doesn't need to be that way. These are the people who once brewed Molson, who commanded sled dog teams, who played hockey outside in the winter. They have it in them to throw off the yoke of totalitarianism. They need only to be reminded that they can. And they also need to learn it doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to be the country with the fastest declining standard of living in the so-called Western world. You can do better. You just need better leadership. So we hope to awaken them. Wish us luck.
Now, I hope Tucker Carlson's tour is going to wake up a lot of Canadians, but if I know anything about Alberta, is that Alberta is the most awake province in the whole country. They are absolutely based in Alberta. How about you bring your show to Toronto? Or how about you bring your show to Ottawa? Because those are the places that need to be woken up. And I know a lot of you guys are going to this show tonight, and honestly, I fully expect to hear the loudest Trudeau chant there has ever been. Don't let me down, Alberta. In our next story here, Trump won really big last night in New Hampshire, apparently breaking the record for the most votes ever received in a New Hampshire primary. Now, while Trump was out there breaking records and trying to make America great again, this is what Biden was doing last night.
We'll teach Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit.
What did he just say there? Is that even English, guys? Okay, and folks, girls too. Is this even English?
Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit. We'll teach.
You know what the best part about this clip is? Is that Joe Biden is literally blurting nonsense and they're cheering it on. He's not even speaking English.
Lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit.
Yeah!
We'll
Go
teach
Biden!
Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit.
Oh my God. Don't mess with the... Welcome to Clown World, guys. The left actually thinks that's better than Trump. Unbelievable. In our next story, I got a Sean Strickland update for you guys because he put out this tweet here today where he replays his speech.
Canada, I fucking love you guys. You welcome me. I feel like you guys are my family. I told you I would fucking bleed for you.
So he put out that clip of his post-fight speech, but what he wrote at the top is so funny. And this is a message to Canada saying, expected to be met with a bunch of freedom-hating liberal women with dicks, but instead I met a bunch of freedom-loving savages. Thank you. And that describes everyone who watches my videos. We are all those freedom-loving savages that he's talking about. And Sean Strickland also wanted to say this to the fans, which is awesome. He says, after I'm done fighting in a few years and I'm sitting on a big pile of money, I probably will run for some public office position. Damn, he wants to get into politics. I'll never win, but I'd rather do something I care about instead of starting a CBD company LMAO. So for all of us Sean Strickland fans, when he's done fighting, it will not be the end of his story. And quite frankly, watching Sean Strickland in politics is probably going to be hilarious. And I encourage him to run because we need more strong men in politics, because strong men create good times. And the weak stuff we have right now, like Trudeau and Biden, they're destroying the world. We need more alpha males in politics. In our last clip of the night, I got a viral clip here of a global news reporter from years ago getting absolutely owned. And it's not getting owned like eating an apple and completely out debating them. It's getting owned in a completely different way. And we're going to end off the show on this laugh. Now, this clip is titled "One of the Best Shots in Live TV History." And it's going viral here with 10.7 million views and 110,000 likes. Let's watch.
All right, so I've got my trusty stopwatch, and here they come down the hill. It looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes Al. And that was a bad idea. At Riverside Park, Rob Leff, Global News.
Yo, he still said his name in Global News before, like, you know, dying of pain here. That is, you know, I'll give him props on that. You okay, buddy? Wow. Okay, let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. This is great.
Here they come down the hill. It looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes Al. And that was a bad idea. At Riverside Park, Rob Leff, Global News.
All right, guys, that's a wrap here for today's video. Let me ask you a question, though. With Justin Trudeau hiding, is he hiding in Sleepy Joe's basement? Who knows where he's hiding? Possibly the cottage. How do you think he's going to handle this historic court ruling? How do you think he's going to spin it? I would love to hear your comments down below. I can't believe I got through this episode. I am not feeling well today. I'm a little under the weather, but thank you guys for watching. If you want to support this channel, make sure to like this video so YouTube pushes it out to more people. Share it with your friends. Tell them about the Pleb. And if you want to support me more, you could buy a membership to this channel. My name is the Pleb. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.